Right, the cry of the wicked who wants nothing to do with God will say copy errors and duplication errors create new information. And no one can test that. That's the thing is, no one can test as that. You can test it because I'm going to show you. But no one, the evidence for evolution is fabricated, it's arbitrary, and it's people, atheists talking out their backside. And of course, other atheists won't question it. So they say, see, everyone agrees with me. Yeah, everyone who doesn't want nothing to do with God agrees with you because they want nothing to do with God. The only other answer is God, so therefore they're going to choose evolution. And they're trying to say, no, it's the science, you just don't understand the science. Yes, I do. I'm explaining it to you right now. I'm explaining to you right now what the science is. You don't want to know the science. And the fact is, the copy errors and duplication errors do not create beneficial information or beneficial changes. And human anatomy hasn't changed, regardless of all chromosome disorders. It's still 23 pairs of chromosomes. And I'll say, yeah, but a chimpanzee has a fused chromosome. Like we have 46 chromosomes, and great apes have 48, and so there was this chromosome fusion. But think of how, and that's it. And they say, "Ha, gotcha, slam dunk. You don't understand science." Well, first of all, no one has seen this happen, right? And just think about it. For that to happen, how? So a baby was born with a fused chromosome because genomes are created at conception. They don't change over time. They are created at conception. So one baby monkey, ape, chimpanzee, gorilla, whatever, had a baby with a fused chromosome, and then what? What was it? Highly evolved? What happens when chromosomes fuse? They don't. There's no evolutionary leap, and it doesn't become a universal phenomenon. So they have simple answers. Oh no, just a fused chromosome, yeah, and that's wow. Then a major leap in evolution somehow, and then we became human. It doesn't work like that. It's such simplistic, arbitrary claims that go unquestioned. See, what I'm doing is questioning. That's science. Evolution is not a science. Evolution is a marriage of convenience with atheism. And it's a product of sin being pushed as science. It's all it is. But look at this. Chromosome abnormalities are genetic conditions where there are extra missing or altered chromosomes causing developmental issues. Listen to that. Physical disabilities or intellectual impairments. Need I read on? With common examples including Down syndrome, Edwards syndrome. Look at all these types of abnormalities: numerical, trisomy, monosomy, structural, deletion, duplication. So duplication. But wait a minute, you said evolution is driven by duplication. But no, there is absolutely no. Look at all this. Effects and symptoms. Let's look at this. Miscarriage or stillbirth, intellectual disability and developmental delays, physical malformations, heart defects, distinctive facial features, growth problems. And yet we're supposed to believe that some monkey somewhere gave birth to a baby that had a fused chromosome and it changed everything. Wow. And there was this whatever was born and it changed everything, and it led the monkeys into civilization. It's all science fiction. There is zero evidence for beneficial chromosome disorders. Oh yeah, but the fossil records show. No, they don't show anything. They're all arbitrary claims. If it's not human bones, if it's not human remains, it's not our ancestor. It's just someone claiming that that's our ancestor. by saying maybe it walked upright. It must be our ancestor. This shows that human evolution started to upright. They just make claims. They just assume evolution created everything, and then they make arbitrary claims and talking out the backside. It's not science, because the science here says it can't happen, right? So evolution is just a convenience of sin married with science. It's a convenience of sin married with atheism, right? That's all it is. And you know it. You know it. You know you want nothing to do with God. And you know that evolution is your security blanket. And you know that there are problems with evolution. And you just hope that one day they'll solve them. That's what it is, like abiogenesis. Oh, one day we'll work it out. You know, atheists have said to me, oh, you're going to be really embarrassed when they work it out. When I know there's zero mathematical probability that life can start from non-life. There is zero mathematic probability that there can be beneficial chromosomal abnormalities, and that copy errors and duplications only cause harmful effects. And they never become a universal phenomenon, do they? The human genome still remains the same, human anatomy still remains the same, regardless of allele frequencies. All the organs are still in the right place, all the limbs are still in the right place, and when they're not, it's harmful because of chromosomal abnormality. So evolution is just a convenient fairy tale for atheists. The whole world has been deluded and seduced by it, and it's going to be a judgment. And God has given you over to this because he's going to judge the world. God will not give the world over to such a delusion if he wasn't planning on destroying it. It can only mean that judgment is coming. For the whole world to fall away from God and be seduced by such a delusion can only mean that your end is near. And to be certain, the Bible says that Satan will rage because he knows his end is near.